As we touched bias a little bit, are there any ways for now to reduce the probability of like the amount of bias probably the system generates?
In general, it's the simplest solution ever. It's not really complicated. Don't include things that can generate bias in your data. So,
Hmm.
as an example, um, you want to see who will buy a car, um, and probably information about gender. It's not that relevant. Religion is not that relevant. So why would my religion be relevant if I want to buy a car or not? Um, so if it's a use case where it's not absolutely important to have this type of information strictly related to this type of information, it's also inefficient for the algorithm. So I'm giving additional information, creating additional calculations in the background for no benefit. Um,
Hmm.
so you can, in most cases, stay away from this type of data, gender, religion, and so on, and you can avoid the bias very easily.
Oh, I see. So can we say that a bias, if it's present, it's like engineered? It means that we probably included some extra data that shouldn't be there, or presented it, framed it in a certain way that created that bias. So it's never a fault, if I can put it that way, of an algorithm itself. It's always the data we put in it.
Yes, if the algorithm will lose everything you give. So if the algorithms, when trying to decide who's gonna buy a car or not, which is a classification task, you buy or you don't buy. Um, if you put then a gender column in there, it will try to see if there is any pattern, if there is any match between that specific column of gender and people that buy or don't buy cars. It will use that information in generating the algorithm and predicting. Uh, you don't add that information, it won't have anything to use. Uh, yeah, but
Yeah, but uh-huh.
if there is really a need to add this type of information, uh, also feature engineering means taking this raw data and transforming into a machine understandable way. Don't imagine that if you see in a column in the database male and female and any other option, um, that this is the way the data is fed into the algorithm. Probably that data into the algorithm will reach like 0 0 1 and 1 0 0.
Yeah.
And again, the machine learning is not saying I saw here a male, so he will buy this car. No, I just saw here 100, so this 100 will probably buy the car because I saw a lot of 100s buying the car.
Hmm.
And I modeled my algorithm based on that. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
and it helps a lot even if you are someone from business to understand just the very basic way of how these algorithms work in general and what data represents, and we can get into that friendly talk, let's say, maybe in another question if it's suitable.
Sure, sure. Yeah, I agree that it's important to understand the basics.